Bitcoin updates. Today is Monday, August 14th. We just had the weekly close, right? What is this candle? Indecisive candle, long leg doji, spinning top, just represents indecision, right? We have bulls moving us up and bears pulling us back down. Same, very similar to last week. What does this all mean? Indecision in the markets the past 2 weeks by definition. So this week, right, we're moving back above the EMA 8. That's this red line here. So now prices are back above all moving averages in an uptrend. So you're bullish just by that definition alone. We do have some safety nets below us. Let's take a look at that now. So the EMA 14, this purple line, and the median Bollinger Band in the thinner purple line. Poor choice of colors, I get it. But 28.6, 28.7, that's kind of the band area right here. You can note previous 2 weeks we've tapped it and held as support. So that's our first kind of safety net. If we close under that, not if prices go or wick under that, wicks can go anywhere with, relatively zero meaning. The closing candles is what you want to read into. So the closing under 28.6, that would lead us to have higher odds of the next, safety net to be hit. Where is that at? Well, it's more of a zone. So I would go off of this closing price here, 28K, and kind of move this over. And, the top of that zone goes to, the topper upper safety nets, the topper upper. And then, the lower part of that zone is 28K, this closing weekly candle, and the 21-week EMA, right? Look at where we bounced before, right? Prices moved down, but closing above that yellow 21-week EMA, that currently is just north of 28K, right? The 100-week, right? In this blue line, that's our next big key level, right? The 100-week EMA, that's also right there around 28K. So if we break this week, right, look for that for the next spot. If we don't, right, we're looking higher, right? We need to get back above 30K. These two wicks on the back-to-back weekly, short-lived above 30K, right? We peaked above it and no luck. So we need to close a weekly candle back above 30K in order for further upside. Until then, until they close above 30K, we're still cautiously optimistic here, okay? So lower, right? It's important to look at the lower support because we've been bleeding down week over week over week, but the overall macro trend, the bullish trend is up, and we're above all moving averages. So you have to lean a little bit more bullish by definition. Although, right, indecisive, right? We're bleeding out week over week, but also looking strong on the macro 6-month scale, if you will. So how about below that? Well, let's prepare for further downside. Well, if we take this out and say we close for some reason under 28K and we close under the 100-week and the 21-week, well, then we start to get a little bit more bearish in the, over the next several weeks, maybe even several months, not based on anyone's opinion, based on the chart. We haven't closed any weekly candles under the 21-week, under the median Bollinger Band, right? That's where we start to get, hesitant. Right here, right, we closed above, right on the 21-week and slightly below the median Bollinger Band. So that was time to be cautious, but short-lived, and we bounced off of it, relatively quickly. So we need, if we close under here, we have to recapture within 1 week, or we're likely going down farther. And where would our next downside target be? Well, you have the 50-week in the green and the 34-week, both right there around low 27s. Beyond that, you have the biggest one, right? And this would likely hold in this kind of cycle, right? So the bull, stage 1 of the bull, which we're in, more likely than not, the 200-week, right? That's the big one, right? And that's where we wicked at the bottom of this. So that right now, right, as of this week, is 25.7, right? Slowly moving up, right? Rising 200, also a bullish indicator. Previous resistance back here in February, breakdown and recovery, the fake out down to 19, and kaboom, back to the upside. Boom goes the dynamite. All right, so that's where we are on the weekly charts. How about for the daily? We have a lot of nothing going on, right? We're basically flatlined, right, for weeks at a time now, it seems like. But the Bollinger Bands are pinching here on the daily as well, right? But still indecisive, right? We still need to get a higher close, right? Where this close right here, 29,770. We would love to do that. If we go up, right, that's the target. Why? Because that is our previous high, a little bit higher high. We need to make another higher high. right? We've made a low, right? We've made we put in the high, a low, a higher low so far. So if we move up, we need to look for another higher high to keep marching up the stairs. If we come up and we reverse and close before 29,770, that's a warning sign and should be taken as such, and that we would likely roll over further. If we move down on the daily chart, you can see the 100-day EMA right here, right? In the blue, and that as of right now is 28.7 or so. So that's what we need to be looking for. Now, however, like we're approaching resistance here, even at, shy of 30K, right? You can paint that resistance zone right there, right? We've flipped it to support and we flipped to resistance, right? That's where we're at. So this is a zone of resistance, right? This is resistance, resistance, resistance. If we go up there again, what is it? Is it bullish or is it resistance? It's resistance, right? Don't fall for it yet. If we close above it, that's not enough. We need to flip it back to support like this for multiple days. So you need to be cautiously optimistic here if we move up until we're closing back above this zone. 29.8 minimum, right? That's 29.8 minimum, not maximum, minimum. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. That's what I'd be focusing on this week, right? For Bitcoin to move higher, we got at least get step 1, 29.8 with a daily close. Otherwise, we're marching down the stairs here. But, the signs are there that we're trying to reverse this downtrend by a higher high, established low, and so far a higher low. So that's the daily. Hopefully you found that mildly interesting, at least 1%. If you did, hit the thumbs up. Follow us on Twitter, Telegram, Patreon for more content. Let's get to our quote of the day. Happiness is a direction, not a place, right? If you think some event or some amount of money or something or someone is going to make you flip to happy when you get it, not likely. Might last for a minute, but if you're not happy on a day-to-day basis, you're doing it wrong, right? Happiness is the destination, the direction, not the destination. You got it. All right, so car of the day, Cadillac LMP, race car, obviously. You're like, where the hell did you get this at? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's right here. Got the model car too. Probably a difficult one to find now. I think I've had this for about 20-something years. So yeah, I've been collecting cars. Side note for 4 of you that are here. Been collecting cars since I was about 5 years old. That's what I asked for Christmas. I have probably 500 around this room here. I have another one bigger than that right next to it. I have 3 more right in front of me over there. They're on the damn floor. I don't even have enough shelves, right? I've got hundreds. So we're trying to do new ones every now and again. What's your request for cars? I have mostly supercars, okay? I get that some of you want like Pontiac Solstice, probably not going to have that one, okay? The Dodge Stratus, probably not. Supercars. Let's see what I got over there. I got Vipers. I got a bunch of Vipers. I got some Porsches. I got a F-ton of Corvettes. I have pretty much every Corvette ever over there. I've got some limited edition Ferrari F40s, F50s. I'm just looking. Tons of McLarens, obviously. Ford GTs. I see a bunch over there. I even got some tuner cars from back in the day, early 2000s. I got some Acura NSXs, Toyota Supras, all tuned out. Maybe I'll do that next. Anybody for that? I can't even see the rest. I have giant 40-inch monitors in front of me. I had to look around. All right, I'll end it there and save you the suffering. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching this long if you have, and 50 gold stars to you.